I need every single person who claims to know they understand what DEI is and says that it's a good thing to stop fighting with people who don't know what DEI is. If someone claims to know what DEI is and they start quoting particular parts of DEI, the parts that they want to believe is the sole purpose of DEI, you can try and educate them. But if they argue against you and say that's not what DEI is, then you need to go ahead and disengage from the conversation, because all they're trying to do is bait you, prove their point, and affirm their own ideology. We have got to stop wasting our time and energy on things that do not matter. You cannot argue with what someone believes. If you are someone who believes in DEI and you don't know what it is, and that's okay, you need to understand that DEI started back after World War II, when the initiatives to give people of color, to give people from the LGBTQ community and women a fair shot. Because after World War II, all of those different minority groups helped in that war, but they were told to go sit down somewhere. That's when the initiative started. We started working with people of color. We started working with women's suffrage. And for some reason, it took us a whole lot longer to get the LGBT community involved and give them their roses too. Because let's be clear, everyone helped back then in the day. But for whatever reason, it took us a little bit longer. However, we still got it done. DEI initiatives started a long time ago. Long time ago. And people need to understand that. DEI is not something that is new. It's not one or two things. It's every single thing that worked towards equality. If someone asks you moving forward what DEI is, they are the steps that we took as a nation to make everyone more equal. That includes FMLA, that includes HIPAA, that includes women's suffrage, that includes the civil rights, that includes LGBT rights, that includes every single thing under the sun. Equal rights for all, equal hiring practices, yes, affirmative action, yes, Medicare and Medicaid, all these social programs, those were all DEI. So let's go ahead and get people to understand what DEI is, when it started, and why saying that DEI is wrong is wrong. Because what you're saying is that every single movement, including HIPAA, including maternity and paternity leave, familial leave, including every single thing as far as women's suffrage and women's health, that's wrong. That's what you're saying when you say DEI is wrong. I understand that what you think, not the facts, but what you think is more important, but that is not the case. We have been lied to as a country when they say that individualistic, we are the more powerful, we are the centers, everyone else should gravitate towards us because of what we believe. Yeah, that is wrong. A collective stands strong. It's we the people, right? We the people, not I the person. So why is it that now all of a sudden it's such a difficult concept to think that maybe perhaps we are not the centers of the universe, that our own opinions don't trump facts? We need to do better as a collective society in telling people you're wrong. We need to be better as individuals in accepting you're wrong. DEI is old. DEI is good. DEI is for everyone. It's not affirmative action alone. It's not FMLA alone. It's not HIPAA alone. And if you don't know what these things are, then you need to go and look it up. Because DEI states that you can't discriminate against individuals for any reason. That includes medical disabilities and handicaps. You had insurance companies and insurance agencies denying people for pre-existing conditions. DEI helped stop that. To tell someone, oh, you've had cancer before in the past, so we're either not going to insure you or we're going to take a shit ton of your money in premiums just in case you get sick again. DEI said, no, you're not doing that. HIPAA laws made it so that way employers cannot get access, and not just employers, but anyone cannot get access to any individual private citizens' private medical information, because that was being used to discriminate against people. Someone had HIV, they could get discriminated against. Someone had some sort of mental PTSD. Oh, we're not hiring them because they're quote unquote crazy, even though the people that are saying that have no medical diagnosis, they have no medical degree, they don't know anything about it. That's what DEI and HIPAA stopped from happening. Y'all may be too young, or y'all maybe just haven't been affected by it. But from someone with a very large family, consider this, my grandmother has 26, so there's 27 of them, 26 siblings and half siblings. How many cousins is that for me? How many grandchildren and how many step cousins, second cousins? Our family reunions are large as fuck, and they're very much racially diverse as fuck. So when I say that I have people on from all aspects of life in my family, from doctors, from scientists, from lawyers, from wealthy to poor, it's because it's true. And I don't judge any of them any differently than the other. I don't see them as valuable or less valuable. And that, I think, is part of the problem. A lot of you don't come from diverse families, so you don't know any better. DEI helps everyone. And if you are someone champion DEI, you need to go back and you need to understand what all went into it, how it started, and the fact that it was never federally mandated. There are some aspects of DEI that were put into law, yes, but DEI as itself was not federally mandated. What a lot of people started realizing is that DEI practices helped companies make more money. And therein lies the issue. I've already talked about that point on another video. If you want to go ahead and look that up, you can. I'm not going to tag it. I'm not going to post it. That's the whole point of the research. I'm not making this easy for y'all anymore. I'm going to continue doing what I've been doing, but I think that after hearing so many people who are pro DEI talk about it in the wrong way, we need to hold each other accountable. And if there are people who are against DEI who keep talking about it the wrong way, educate them as best you can, and if they don't want to learn, stop talking to them about it, because it's ideology, belief at that point.